Guardians baseball, guys. It is Tuesday night. We are on the West Coast with the San Diego Padres hosting the Cleveland Guardians. Looking forward to a good one tonight. And the Twins are losing at the moment. Let's go. There's a chance that the Guardians could be a half game out of first place before the end of the night. But lots going on around the MLB. We'll get everybody caught up on that. We got the NHL going on. Could be the end of the series. Vegas Knights and the Panthers. That one is looking like it might be almost over as well. 3-1 in the second. So we'll see if the Panthers have anything left. But it looks like that might do it for the Panthers' good run. But it is baseball night. It is Tuesday night baseball here from the West Coast, Petco Park. And we got a good matchup on the mound between Tanner Bibee, the youngster, and Joe Musgrove. So we'll get into everything Guardians action here momentarily. Let's go through the lineups, though, real quick. Padres, on paper, these guys are looking absolutely like one of the best teams to be put together there in a long time. But it's not really equating the Padres offense on the field. They're, I think, in the bottom 5 in offense and batting average. Tatis leading things off. Soto in the 2-hole. Machado in the 3. Bogarts in the 4. Cronenworth in the 5. Sanchez in the 6. Carpenter in the 7. Kim in the 8. Grisham is rounding out that lineup. Over to the Guardians real quick. Stephen Kwan leading things off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, normal. Kwan, Rosario, Ramirez, Naylor, Bell. I still think Bell should be in the 4 and Naylor in the 5, but hey, listen, I'm not. If we're gonna win, I'm not gonna get hung up on that. Number 6, we're gonna see Freeman tonight. Tyler Freeman. We'll see him in the 6-hole. Brennan in the 7. I assume he's playing right field. Straw's going to hit in the 8th. Usually when he's in the 8th, he doesn't do anything. I don't understand why they put Gallagher in the 9, but they'll put Zunino in the 8. It just blows my mind why Tito thinks Zunino in the 8th hole is much different than Gallagher, and why the need to put Gallagher in the 9 hole. But Straw hasn't done well in that 8 hole. I'm glad Gallagher's getting a start. I think he actually should get a lot more starts, and Zunino should be cut from this team. Zunino up to 60 strikeouts. He's not playing tonight, so that strikeout tracker will probably stay the same. But, hey, listen, we'll be here all week with some West Coast games, seeing if we can't get that strikeout tracker up. Good evening to Billy, friend of the channel. Nave, friend of the channel. Welcome in, guys. How are you doing? The breads are heating up, Billy, and De La Cruz looks good, man. They look good, and honestly, I was already thinking today that we are going to, I think we're going to sit here and maybe take the Reds on a future bet next year. I think they have a team to do it. Straw's done well in a hole, yeah, I guess. Way too early. August and September are our months, Al. They are. They are for sure. I'm just glad we haven't got behind by like 9 games, and we really could have. I mean, if you're in any other division, we're really behind the 8 ball with some of these teams. But we're not in the other divisions. We're in the AL Central, and we got a chance to win this division. Brewers, last time I looked, were up 5-2 over the Twins, and we could get into what, a half game back at the end of tonight? Half game back? That'd be fantastic. Listen, as much as I know we're better in later months, why wait? Why not steal this division right now? Let's go. Al, me and you are going to fight to the death until... Bring him up, Al, just so I can say I told you so. I swear that guy, he's bad. He's bad. Listen, I guess this is the question I'm going to pose. Without, bad-mouthing Naylor, here's my thinking. You've had Zunino, who's been absolutely horrible on this team. You've had Gallagher, who's got minimal playing time. He looks decent. Valeria has been up and down. Fry has been in that spot. If the guy's so good down there, why are they not bringing him up? There's got to be something behind that. Zunino's contract is one thing, but there's got to be something else why they haven't brought Naylor to come behind Zunino. I just don't understand it. Nave, man, I hope we do end up with 85-plus wins. I got an over on our total, which is it was at 82.5, I think. So I'd love to hit that. I think we're still 6 games under 500, if I'm not mistaken. I forget what the record was today, but yeah, the entire AL division still under, all at 500 or worse. Al, yes, he can, because I'm going to just tell you, the one difference between him and Zunino that I see is Bo Naylor's not going to hit as many home runs as Zunino will. And I know that's low, but Zunino could still put out 15 in a season. That's the only big difference. All right, we're going to get things underway. 31 and 34. Okay, sorry, I must have been looking at a different graphic. I was looking at, so we're 3 games under. I knew we couldn't be 6 because I think Minnesota's right at 500. Either way, first pitch to Kwani is in there for a strike by Musgrove, and we are underway at Petco Park. And listen, I got to tell you something. I read an article like 15 minutes ago. I was actually looking to make sure the weather was okay, as Kwan is going to bloop one into center, and it's going to stay up. And that's the first out of the first inning. Listen, I read something because I wanted to check the weather in Petco, and I was sitting there and I was like, I bet you, it never rains in San Diego. So I'm like, what's the weather like? And you know what came up? A little article that said it was like June gloom in San Diego. And I started reading the article. And as somebody who's lived in Seattle where it always rains, as there's a first pitch ball to Rosario, and as somebody who now lives in Cleveland where it consistently is overcast, for most of the year, there was an article written by a San Diego reporter, and he was saying that they're so disappointed about how overcast and gloomy the days are that people are feeling depressed in San Diego. Okay, you know what, San Diegoans? Get over it, okay? You can have 4 days that are overcast in a month. Like, ridiculous. You don't need to write an article about how gloomy it is in San Diego. Catman, what's up, buddy? Welcome on in, guys. Smash that like button. We are underway here officially in Petco Park for the 3-game series between the Guardians and the Padres. 2-1 count here to Rosario, batting .236 on the season. Fouls that one out of play. No, Billy, my wife was from there, so I lived in Orlando. We moved back up there for some time, but the pricing for the homes is just ridiculous. I mean, I got the same house for half the price, and a bigger house, really, than what they have, in Seattle. So, yeah, it was just ridiculous. Yeah, 2 years we spent there. Oh, no, Nave, I was born and raised here, though, so I was an Indians fan since I was in diapers. All right, so it's 3-2, and Rosario walks, so we got a runner on first base here. Let's go. Let's go. We can get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get some runs early, boys. Jose Ramirez coming up. I'm kicking myself. I just checked my fantasy baseball lineup, which I'm in almost dead last this season in the Grandstand Bettors League. But I'll tell you this. I left Jose Ramirez off the roster today, so I hope he doesn't go 3 for 3 with 3 home runs again. Ramirez is at 10 home runs thanks to the 4 home runs in that 2-day span. He takes a first pitch ball. Musgrove looks in, sets, and delivers the 1-0 to him, and that is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Good to see everybody. I'm going to be here all week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think I said Monday. But I forgot there was an off day Monday. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll be here the next 4 days, live on air, keeping my wife awake in bed. One-two now to Ramirez. 282, I believe, is our best batting hitter by average and home runs, Nave. Yeah. That is up at the letters for a strikeout. I don't think Ramirez is too happy with that. I'm not too happy with that. And if that's going to be the strike zone, I think we're going to have a very pitcher's night. Speaking of this game, this was my free play of the night. I liked over 7.5 runs in this one, and unfortunately, a lot of that had to do with the Padres hitting. I think the Padres are going to be able to do something here, but I hope not as a Guardians fan. We'll see though. We'll see. So Josh Naylor is up. 2 outs, 1 on. He's batting actually .282 as well. So him and he just probably went ahead of Ramirez after that strikeout. But yeah, he's at .282 right now. Let's see if we can't get a knock. This is crazy Browns fans guy in the 4-hole here. I hope he can do something. 1-0 to Naylor, up high, 2-0. That was like where the same pitch was with Ramirez, and they called it a strike. So already inconsistency behind home plate, but what else is new when it comes to MLB baseball? Musgrove just 14 pitches in. It gets, wow, Naylor to look silly. Knocks his batting helmet. You know what? If there was a statistic on how many times during a season somebody's helmet comes off, I think it's got to go to Naylor as being number 1. With that hair, I mean, this guy jogs to second base and his helmet comes off. It's a little ridiculous. That's in there for a strike 2, right at the letters again. So they're going to call that high strike. The batters are going to have to adjust to this. Come on, guys. Two outs, 1 on. Top first here, and Naylor is at the plate. 2-2 pitch from Musgrove, and that is a high. Oh, it's going to be an out. He hit Rosario in the leg as he was running to second with a ground ball that was going to be a single. And what are you doing, Rosario? Rosario wasn't even looking. He wasn't even looking. Rosario, what are you doing? So that's the crazy third out of the inning. Absolutely ridiculous. Rosario didn't even glance. Come on, man. So we go bottom 1. We could have had maybe a 2-out rally going there, but instead we literally hit ourselves out of that. And it is going to be Tanner Bibee coming up. I know, he swings hard. There's a lot of head movement. You lost in the 4th grade championship because that happened. That sucks, man. But you gotta look. You gotta look. The guy, he didn't even look. Oh, all right. Let's go to some scores around the league. Blue Jays, getting destroyed by the Orioles, who have 41 wins already on the season. 11-4, top 8 in that one. You got Rockies, Red Sox, bottom 8, all tied at 4. The Yankees-Mets game's been pretty good. Been paying attention to that. Yankees 7, Mets 6, bottom 7 in the Subway Series there. Brewers 5-3 over the Twins. Twins just got one back, but it is N7. Giants 6-2 over the Cardinals. That's end of 5. Pirates losing 3-2 to the Cubs, bottom 2. Angels 4-3 over the Rangers, mid 6. Reds 5-4 over the Royals, top 7. And Nationals, Astros have a 2-0 lead there. Everything else just getting underway, and we'll go to some finals at the next. Actually, no finals yet. Phillies 2-0 lead at the moment as well. So Tanner Bibee, he's going to come out. He's going to start the bottom of the 1st here against these Padres. This Padres offense, you know, they're a good offense. They're a good offense. We'll see on paper, but they're not producing that on the field right now. Definitely not producing on the field. I should put $1 on the Oakland. I'll put $10. They're probably like 500 to 1 still. They won't go too high. So 0-1 count here. Tatis leading things off. 272 average. Bibee the pitcher. And that is high at 95, well outside the strike zone. Really need the Guardians to look a little bit better at the beginning of games. I think we struggle more like 2nd, 3rd, 4th inning now. That's what worries me more now than the what do you call it? Than the bullpen. The bullpen's kind of settled down a bit, but our starting pitching, that second, third, fourth inning, if we can stop giving up some runs there, I think we can do well. All right, Nate, man, have a good one. Have a good one. See you later, bud. Tatis, 3-2 pitch is coming up to him as he fouled one off there on 3-1. And, I mean, when you look at the top of this lineup, you got Tatis, Soto, Machado, Bogarts, Cronenworth. I mean, it just doesn't get easy. Even Grisham down in the 9-hole, he's got some pop to his bat. 3-2 pitch, full count right off the bat for Bibee, who might have to work this game against this good offense. You know, that was on the outside corner at 97. For sure, after watching him in the top of the first, I thought the home plate umpire was going to call a strike. Bibee apparently thinks he was going to get that strike call as well. But instead, there's a runner on first and a leadoff walk by Tatis. So, nobody out, one on. Juan Soto, the hitter, 258 average. Hasn't been really the player he was in Washington since he came over to San Diego. But that's a lot of people, quite honest. I mean, every time you see some of these big hitters go to different teams, they just don't pan out. Lindor kind of did that. Oh, walk is kind of like a double. We'll see if Bibee can hold him on here. Although Zunino's not behind home plate, so I like the fact that Gallagher's there. Soto fouls that one out of play, drops the bat. Looked like it might have got him on the fall through, maybe? If you guys are coming in, happy Tuesday. Hope you're enjoying your week so far. Smash that like button for me. Love to get up to 30 likes tonight. That'd be awesome. We're going to be here into the wee hours of the morning in Cleveland. Everybody else in San Diego at the game, they get to go home at a regular hour. But us on the East Coast get to enjoy some late nights here this week. Only one more time during the season in September will we be on the West Coast. We already had one West Coast trip right at the beginning of the season against the Mariners and the Angels. We have Arizona, San Diego, and then I believe in September, I forget who we're going to see. Maybe the Giants. 0-1 pitch coming up to Soto, and that is inside. Almost hit him. 1-1. Keeping an eye out on some other games around the league. Philly's really taking it to to the Diamondbacks in the top of the first. Already put up 4 runs. Oof. Not great. The 1-1 to Soto up high, 2-1. Bibee is not a quick pitcher, and Soto is not a quick hitter. I don't know. Where's the pitch clock on this shit? Seriously. I mean, Soto just stepped out and took like 4 practice swings. Tatis, good lead at first. He might run here on 2-1. He does not. And that is... Ooh! I don't know what kind of strike zone we're going to get tonight. But this home plate umpire, all over the place. This is the third guy to look at the home plate umpire tonight, and we're in the bottom of the first, and give him the crazy eyes like he doesn't know what he's talking about. 2-2 coming to Soto. Bibee checks the runner on first. The set and the delivery that's up high. It's the exact same pitch, quite honestly, and it's called a ball. So, who knows? 3-2, and we're 2 batters in, and Bibee has now run the count full to both of these guys. Looks like the Vegas Golden Knights, by the way, are going to win the Stanley Cup. They're up 5-1 at the end of 2. 3-2 pitch coming up to Soto. 258 average on the season. The set and the delivery, that is... How is that down low? Oh my God. It's a walk, and now Bibee has led off the game with 2 straight walks. Runners on first and second. Nobody out, and Machado's coming up. And I'll be quite honest with you, that was right there at the knees. I don't understand. Maybe because Gallagher was jumping up, he couldn't see where the ball landed, but that's inexcusable. So Manny Machado's up here in the bottom of the first with nobody out. And there is a drive to left field, but foul. Way out in front of that one. Nobody's put the ball in play yet. And we're 3 batters in. Nobody out. 2 runners on. Machado, 244 on the season. Bibee sets, checks the runner at second in Tatis, and steps off and looks at him to get back to second. I mean, like, you've walked 2 guys, man. Like, take care of the hitter right now. Don't worry about who's on second. So 0-1 to Machado. And that is swung on and lifted to deep right. Nope, it's tailing to the right, and it's caught. That is a nice job by Brennan to get all the way over there, and that's going to get Tatis over to third with less than 2 outs as he tags. Looks like Machado just got that off the end of his bat, just missed that. So good out there by Bibee. At least only one guy tagged there. So runners at the corners with 1 out here in the bottom of the first, and Tyler Freeman's playing second tonight, by the way, because Jimenez is not in. That's the only defensive change, really, with other, and Gallagher, behind the plate. So, the cleanup hitter, Bogaerts, is in, and that is going to be a fly, lazy ball to center. Maybe center. Oh, no, Kwan's going to come in. He's going to try to get Tatis at the plate, and that's going to score a run. God damn it. What is up with, I knew we were going to be hitting, but how are we giving up runs like this, guys? You can't walk batters and expect to win a game. So they play some small ball with runners on first and second. They get 2 sac flies, essentially, and they take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Runners still at, I believe, first. That is Soto. But there are 2 outs now in the inning, and we are going to see the number 5-hole hitter, Cronenworth, come up. He can hit some home runs, and he has hit some home runs this year so far. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Welcome in Tuesday Night Baseball from the West Coast at Petco Park. Looking forward to a good one here. 215 on the season, but again, 7 home runs, 24 RBIs. His on-base percentage, again, low, 325. So it's kind of been all or nothing right now with Cronenworth. He's down in the count 0-1. Bibee pitches, and there's a single into right field as a swing by Cronenworth takes it. And there's first and second again. Gosh darn it. I mean, come on. Bibee might not last like 5 innings. This guy, I just knew he was going to get shelled tonight. He's a young pitcher. And like Gaddis and like some of these other young Battenfield teams look at the tape on these guys. They figure them out. And a little home plate umpire large strike zone tonight, / small strike zone at times, has helped the Padres get 1 run, and there's going to be more, and there's a 3-run homer by Sanchez, and Bibee has now given up. What the fuck, dude? Are you serious? The first pitch to the 6-hole hitter Sanchez gets ripped in. I didn't think it was getting out, but it just flew over that left center field fence about 10 rows deep. And it is 4-0 on a 3-run home run. And you gotta be kidding me. I mean, unreal. Should we shut it down now? Oh my God, Bibee. What are you doing, man? This team, good catch out there by somebody in the bleachers. He just hung a breaking ball right over the middle of the plate. And it was tattooed by Sanchez. And now we're on to the 7th hitter of the inning with still 2 outs. But now nobody on because Sanchez cleared the bases. So 4-0 over the Guardians. I knew the runs were coming from the Padres. I just didn't know it was going to be this early, quite honest. Gosh. So Bibee to Carpenter here, who's a 195 average hitter, and that is a swung on and missed at 95 miles an hour. Come on, baby. 1 time. Let's get some outs. Yeah, Lenny, he's done. Oh, extra, yeah. I mean, the MLB Network sometimes ahead, or some other channels can be ahead. Bally Sports, we're not too far behind, but It's disappointing. Absolutely disappointing. It was kind of a line drive. It only took a couple seconds to get out. I was barely finishing up my talk with the last hit before he threw out that hanging breaking ball to Sanchez, and hey, it was a great hit. But he gets Carpenter down on 3 pitches, gets the strikeout, and we finally get to the top of the second. But unfortunately, a lot of damage was done there in the bottom of the first. San Diego Padres 4, Cleveland Guardians 0 at the end of 1. And what are we doing, Guardians? We cannot continue to be like this. All right, let's get you updated on some scores. Just like the Padres did, the Phillies put a 4 spot up on Arizona in the top of the first. Houston's up 2-0 over Washington, and nothing else has really changed except for San Francisco's destroying the Cardinals 9-2. So everything else is the same. But yeah, we could be in for a long night here. That first inning took 20 minutes. So at that pace, we're in for at least a good 3 hours. God. Oh, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Billy, I did not hear that. Al made it easy early to bed. Yeah, you're right, sir. I might just, you know what? I've seen people on live streams just like sleep, and people watch them sleep. I didn't even know that was a thing, but it actually is a thing. I wonder if I just like take a nap on my desk here, if I should just keep the stream going. Gosh, that's unfortunate. Man, he hung that right over the plate. I did not hear that, Billy. I did not hear that. Are you talking about on kickoffs? Because I heard that. Like, is that the fair catch rule you're talking about? It probably is. I think they're just making it the same as college, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think they're making it the same as college. Whew. All right. Disappointing first inning. All right, well, all that means is it's going to be another great comeback here on Tuesday. Josh Bell, who ironically I dropped on Sunday morning, and then he decided to hit a home run on my fantasy baseball team. He's up, and he's got an 0-1 count. Musgrove only threw 16 pitches in that first inning, and he's going to get Bell to foul one off here, and it's quickly 0-2. So Bell, 236 on the season. That home run on Sunday got him up to 30 RBIs, only an on-base at 332. And that is rolled over, just foul at first base. Though the ball girl makes a horrible decision and misses the ball there. I'll be honest with you, I've been watching some of the ball girls, ball boys this season. They're not as good as in years past. Really missing a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's because oh my God! Josh Bell got a hold one down the right field line and is gone! And we clap right back on a Josh Bell solo shot. It's 4-1 San Diego. Gotta love that. First batter at the top of the second. Josh Bell absolutely takes a pitching wedge out to right field. It was a nice little golf swing. I think he took about a 3/4 stroke on that and just absolutely hammered it over the right field fence. Let's go. Yeah, Al. Did you pick him up? You know, Al, when you're in last place, though, man, you got to make changes. You just can't hope people become better. You just can't hope people become better. I'm 35 games out of first. I got to do something. And obviously that helped the Guardians out, so I'm happy about that. 0-2 now here quickly to Freeman, and Freeman's going to ground one just foul the left field line to keep it at 0-2. That ball girl on the left field line did a nice job there. So we're going to keep an eye out on the ball girls, make sure each one is getting a scorecard at the end of the night. So far, a 10 for the left field and a 0 for the right. 0-2 pitch up and in at 92 to Tyler Freeman, and that is going to be ball one. So, 1 and 2 pitch. Musgrove gets Freeman to swing and miss. Sanchez picks that up, throws it to first, and there is the first out of the inning. So, we're going to see the right fielder, Brennan, up the number 7-hole hitter here. He's had some good outings in recent days. By the way, I'm looking at that Bell home run again. It is about a pitching wedge, maybe a 9-iron there. But, I mean, if you look at that swing, it's exactly what the downstroke of my golf swing looks like. And, boy, did he hit a towering shot to right. First pitch to Brennan's in there for a strike on a breaking ball, 0-1. Brennan, again, not too bad of a season, 267, 4 home runs, 19 RBIs. He doesn't have the power that you wish you could have out of him, but you get the speed and the skill in right field, so I'll trade that for power any day, assuming we can get some power somewhere else. But the Indians are last in home runs. Swung on and missed. And fouled back. That is 1 and 2 now here to Brennan. Last 12 games though, 417 average. I told you he's been heating up. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, 6 doubles, and 8 multi-hit games. 20 of 48. But he is going to be at an even count here at 2 and 2. Billy Joe, how'd they get 4? First off, what's up, buddy? And second, it was on a Sanchez 3-run homer with 2 outs there in the bottom of the first. Not a great bottom of the first inning, for sure. Yeah. Did not impress me well, Bibee. That is swung on and missed. Musgrove comes back with a second straight strikeout to Brennan. And now we'll see Miles Straw in the 8-hole tonight. So Musgrove can strike out hitters. He's been known to do that. He hasn't had the greatest of seasons to start here in 2023, but I'm sure it will... hopefully get better for him. He has a massive arsenal of pitches. I think he's got 6 pitches, an array of you have no idea what's coming at you. First pitch to Straw outside, and it's 1-0. So the 1-0 to Miles. Straw's fouled out of play to the right side, and it's 1-1. 238 on the season here for Miles Straw. Still has yet to hit a home run. I have not bet him yet. I should start doing that. I keep saying I'm going to. He's not going to hit a home run there. It's a rolled over ground ball to shortstop, and he's retired pretty quickly. And so we go to the bottom of the second, but Josh Bell, it's a towering home run to right field, and we get one back. And it is now 4-1 Padres as we go to the bottom of the second. Let's go. Come on, Bibee. You got to come out. Bibee's got to come out, and he's got to get some stops, right? You got to get some stops. Just get something. Give us a chance to, right? Give us a chance to be, in the game. That's the only thing I ask for is, can we be in the game? Just got to be in the game. Keeping an eye on. So, Carl Raleigh got a home run. It's 3-0. Okay, 3. I was wondering, Seattle just took a 3-0 lead, but it was Raleigh hit a 3-run shot there in the bottom of the second. So, it's a big shot for him. He's been struggling just a little bit this year. What else we got going on? Phillies. Still 4-0. Woo! All right. Billy, yeah, I thought it was just the kickoff. The guy telling you about it today didn't know what he was talking about. What did the guy telling you say? I'd love to know that story. Maybe they should implement his thoughts. Ooh, I just saw Raleigh's home run. It was a beast of a home run, too. Much farther than Josh Bell. I'm looking forward to Browns kickoff. We got the Hall of Fame game in, that's probably 50 some days, maybe 60, 50, something like that. I think I'm going to live stream the Hall of Fame game. I might do maybe one more preseason game, but then will be here for Browns-Bengals Week 1. I got to figure out what game I'm going to go to, too. I think this year I'm going to go to one. 1-1 now as Kim is the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the second. He was saying it included the punt. Reading the article. Interesting, Billy. Huh, I didn't know that. Well, I have not got into my full NFL vision yet. I think I'll probably wait till July 1st. I don't really start getting excited or into football. Like, I mean, the draft and the schedule coming out makes you think about it and stuff, but I feel like the month of June to like mid-July, you're just kind of like, all right, just get here already. 2-2 pitch to Kim is a strike 3 called right at the top of the zone, and Kim has some words for the home plate umpire, but who hasn't had words for him tonight? And there's one out here in the bottom of the second. Let's go. That's right there. I don't know what... Yeah, that's right there, man. I don't know what you're arguing that about. There's been some questionable calls. That was not one of them. Grisham, 194 here in the 9-hole on the season. Again, on paper, these guys have one of, I think, the best offenses on paper in the entire league. I just don't know why they can't put anything together. The 1-0 to Grisham, that is right in there for a strike, 1-1. And Bibee looks like he's composed himself as he came back out in the second here, and he's shut down the first two hitters, or the first hitter, sorry, with Kim, and he has now gotten Grisham to roll one over to Freeman at second, and that is the 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Let's go. Come on, Bibee. It's all right. Hey, listen, if you only give up 4 runs and you still go 5 or 6 innings, it's a good start. I'll take it. I know 4 runs is a lot to give up in the first inning, but if you can just, weather the storm and shut them down the rest of the way, I'll be okay with it. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom 2, and Tatis back to the top of the order here in the second. Takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner. Tatis walked his first time up, took Bibee to a full count, and he's going to rip one into center field, and that one is not coming back. Tatis just absolutely smacked Bibee for another home run, and this one wasn't even close to being caught. In fact, Miles Straw looked behind him and said, "Oh, look, there she goes." And it's 5-1 San Diego, and they come right back and grab that run, and I don't think it's going to be Bibee's night. I mean, this is a pitcher's ballpark, or so they say. What's up, Crazy Browns fan? How you doing, man? Yeah, they could go to the pen, but I don't think they want to do that this early in the series, or they're just going to screw themselves for the next few games. Billy, that's awesome, man. I didn't know it was on the punt, too. Yeah. So, 2 outs, still nobody on, but now 1 in with Soto, who also walked his first time up. God, Tatis absolutely rips one into the bullpen in center. And Soto is going to get a single up the middle. And we got a little bit of a 2-out rally going here. With a runner on first, and Machado now coming up to the plate. And if you make a mistake here and Machado takes you deep, then somebody's need to have a discussion. Tito's on the phone already, so Crazy Brown fan, man, I hope you're right. But I will say, I don't think you really want to. If you're gonna go to the bullpen, it's got to be somebody who's gonna go 4 innings. You can't start bringing people in left and right in this first game, or you're just gonna lose the series. So Machado, who's 0 for 1, the only guy who seemed like he didn't get a hit his first time up. In that first inning, he fouls one out. Yeah, see, and they're bringing Curry in, and Curry can go 4 innings. So they are bringing in a long reliever, and then, I mean, obviously you need somebody like that to come in. So 0-1 pitch coming to Machado, 2 outs, 1 on, and that is swung on and fouled off, and it's 0-2. Machado last time out took one to right field. Brennan made a nice run over there by the line to catch that one. But that did allow Tatis to tag up and score on a sac fly, which you kind of thought was going to be the end of the inning. But the next guy up was Cronenworth, and he got a hit, and then Sanchez came through and ended up... Oh, there's going to be, I think, an infield hit by Machado. We'll have to see what they rule this as. Rosario could not get the ball out of his glove. It might be ruled an infield hit. We'll see. We'll see, but regardless, there's runners on first and second, and the 2-out rally continues here with Bogarts up. We'll see what they rule that. I'm going to have to see an official scoring on that. What are they going to rule that? Let's see. By the way, Twins, top 9, still down 5-3. They're going to have one more chance to get a win. But if they lose, at least we're playing with house money. We'll still at least stay 1.5 games. But Jesus, I mean, like, how many opportunities are the Twins going to give us to overtake them in first place and have us just blow these opportunities? I mean, we just continually keep blowing chances to take first place in this. It's getting very frustrating. They are going to give Machado. They are going to give Machado a single on that, so that is going to go as a single. To be honest, it was a hard play up the middle by Rosario, so yeah, I would give that a single. All right, so 2 on, 2 outs, still bottom 2, 5-1 lead for the Padres. That's inside. It's 1-0. To Xander Bogaerts, 0 for 0 on the day. Sac fly. He's the one that brought in Tatis in the bottom of the first, and that is in the dirt, and it's 1-1. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. It is Tuesday Night Baseball on the West Coast, and we're going to be here all week long with some West Coast games. Tomorrow, I believe, is also a 9:40 start. 2-0 pitch coming to Tatis. Not Tatis. Sorry, Bogaerts. And it's 2-1. So Bibee's this is gonna be his 40th pitch here in the bottom of the second. Curry's getting ready in the bullpen. I would say if Bibee gets out of this, he'll come into the third inning. If he doesn't get Bogaerts here, I think that'll be it. Bogaerts just ripped one, but it's not going to be far enough. It's going to be right to Stephen Kwan, and he hates himself because he just missed a 3-run homer. He like 1 inch on the bat, and that was probably right in the sweet spot. But that does end the second inning finally. We are on pace for every inning so far to go about 20 minutes apiece for a 3-hour game. So stick with us. It's going to be a fun one. We go top 3. San Diego 5, Cleveland Guardians 1. Good Lord. Come on, Guardians. You got to be better, man. You got to be better. Right? Oh. All right. Well, let's see if we got any updates around the league. Boston and the Rockies. They went to the 10th inning. It's tied at 4. Yankees still cling to a 1-run lead going in the top of the 9th. First, the Mets in the Subway Series. Brewers, as I mentioned, 5-3 over the Twins. That's top 9. They got 2 on with only 1 out. San Francisco 9-2 over St. Louis. That's top 7. Pittsburgh is losing by 1 to the Cubs mid-4. You got Angels 4-3 over Texas going into the 8th inning. Cincinnati 5-4 over the Royals. That's in the 8th inning. Houston 4-0 over the Nationals. That's in the 8th inning. Everything else sort of underway. Zeros in the Tampa Bay-Oakland game. Phillies put a 4 spot up in the top of the first versus Arizona. It's now bottom 2, same score. Seattle, Raleigh hit a 3-run home run to take a 3-0 lead over the Miami Marlins, and no runs early in the game versus the White Sox and the Dodgers. So, lots going on, including an NHL game, and the Las Vegas Golden Knights at home are going to win the Stanley Cup. They're 17 minutes away. They have a 5-goal lead. And I just don't think they're going to, come back from that one. So they got a 5-goal lead. And congratulations then to the Las Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, it's amazing. 4 years and they've already won a title. So here we go. Top 3. Now it seems like every top we're down 4 runs. Cam Gallagher batting $137. To be honest, only 28 games. Mike Zunino, 38 games, and he only bats $182. So I'm going to give this guy a little bit of a break, considering he doesn't see many plate appearances. Gallagher, though, in my opinion, is much better than Zunino, and he's going to foul this one out to the left side, and it's 1-2. Now, you want to go to Bo Naylor? I'm fine with that. If you want to bring the kid up, let's go. But we gotta get something going. You have to get something going here in terms of our what do you call it? Our catcher situation. You gotta do something. 1-2 pitch to Gallagher, swung on, fouled out of play. We'll do it again. Let's go. Come on. Just get on base, man. Get on base as the 9-hole hitter. Get Kwani on there. And then get Rosario or Ramirez to go deep. And we're right back in this game. I mean, is that too much to ask for? 2-2. That was down low. Let's go. Come on. You got to make Musgrove pitch a little. He can get out of sorts, but you're giving him too much. You're swinging at stuff out of the strike zone. You didn't swing there. It's 3-2. Now you've run it full. See? Just be patient with this guy. Musgrove will walk batters, and he'll get into a funk, and I don't think he likes to pitch with runners on base. But he doesn't need to have a runner on base right now because Gallagher just took one right down the middle, and that's the first out of the inning as Musgrove gets, I believe, his 4th strikeout, 3rd or 4th. Come on, man. What are we doing? That's, I think, the 3rd at least looking strike. Gotta be better. Gotta be better. So, Kwani's up at the top of the order here in the 3rd. 94-mile-an-hour ball right above the strike zone. 258 average Kwani on the season. 2 home runs, 20 RBIs. He's cooled off as of late. And that is going to be a fisted-off single into left field. And Kwani will be on first base. Let's go, Kwani. Now, I don't want Kwani. I know we're down 4 runs, and you need runners on, but we're also in the 3rd inning, folks. Kwani's got to start stealing some of these bags, okay? He's got to, this is why we have him. This is what his speed is made for. So, let's go, Kwani. Start getting some of these bags, buddy. You have to. You got to be taking some of these bags. And there's a rip by Rosario. I thought it was going to maybe go down the right field line, but no. What's up, X? How you doing, man? Not a good start. No. It could have been much better. It's been rough. My over in this game on my free pick video today was 7.5. We're almost right there at 3rd inning. Rosario takes one inside, and it's 1-1. If you guys are coming in, make sure you smash that like button for me. Love to get up to 30 likes again today. And hopefully, we Guardians win on top of that. There's a rip by Rosario again down the right field line, but foul out of play. Let's go. Come on, baby. One time. Rosario, man, be that 2-strike hitter for once. Don't strike out. Do something here, man. Just do something. Musgrove sets and delivers, and that is going to be ripped foul again. Let's go. Come on. Put something fair. So, 1-2 pitch coming to Rosario. Swung. Oh, it's a little tapper. It's going to be a hard play. But they get the runner at second. And then it's kind of bobbled out of Bogart's hands there. So, the runner is out at second base in Kwani. Again, I don't know why Kwan's not running at all. So it'll be 2 outs now with a runner on first in Rosario with Jose Ramirez coming up to the plate. Oh, all right. Well, I thought for a second Rosario was going to get that through the hole there in the right, but he just didn't. What's up, Mr. King? They're not doing their Guardian Magic. No. Yeah, the Golden Knights, yeah, for sure, man. They're going to win tonight. They are going to win. So, Jose Ramirez, 556 in his last 4 games. He's the only person it seems like who's done much lately. 8 RBIs on 4 home runs. The 0-1 pitch, that is just out of the strike zone. Check swing did not go there by Jose Ramirez. Let's go. If Jose can hit a home run, we're right back in this. Come on. And I know we have to. We can't constantly count on Jose. You really can't. But we need to. Musgrove, 50 pitches now here in the top of the third. It looks like the bullpens might come out early, at least both in the 6th inning of this one. 1-1 count to Ramirez. Sporting that neon green left arm band. Can't miss that guy from a mile away. 1-1 pitch, and it swung on, missed, and it's 1-2. God, that was in the dirt. That was a bad swing. Bad swing. Come on, buddy. So Ramirez, 2 outs, 1 on, 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. That's it. All right. So we couldn't get one back there. We go bottom 3, and Musgrove looked like he's settled in just a bit more. He gave up that single, which was, really fisted off by Kwan into left field. But other than that, not too much going on in the top half of the third for the Guardians. We go bottom 3, San Diego 5. Guardians still 1. Disappointing. Disappointing. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, all right. Well, let's see if we can't get Bibee out here and go 1, 2, 3. Will Smith, I believe, just hit a 2-run shot for the Dodgers. I was watching that on MLB Network. I think that's who he just hit that home run. So Dodgers got a 2-0 lead. Anything else going on? Rockies scored 3 in the top of the 10th, and they're still not done with 2 on and 2 outs there versus Boston. Minnesota, bottom 9. They already hit a home run with the first batter hit a home run. So now it's 5-4. A solo shot brings that to a 1-0 lead. If they come back and win that game and we end up losing and it ends up being 2.5 games, I'll just lose it. Come on. Come on, Brewers. Close that shit out, man. You got one of the best relievers in the league, too. Everything else really the same here around the majors. All right. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. It is late night baseball on the West Coast with the Guardians this week. Oh, I just saw Atlanta and Detroit decided they weren't going to come back out and play in the rain, which is kind of interesting because Detroit weather usually ends up being Cleveland weather. So let me take a look at the weather that's coming through tonight. Let's see here. Oh, it does say rain. I don't see any thunderstorms really, though. First pitch from Bibee to start the bottom of the third is taken in there for a strike to Cronenworth. Oh, shit, there is, wow, we do have major storms coming this way. And it's going to get here good right after we end. So, luckily my power won't go out. That's the only thing that I get worried about is my power will go out and my stream will go out. So chill, man. We're getting absolutely spanked. 1-1, and if Bibee, well, to be honest, if Bibee just wouldn't take, if we could take 2 pitches away, it'd be what would it be? It'd be a 1-1 game. The problem is he's just had 2 pitches, So, swing and a miss, 2-2 now to Cronenworth. Oh, all right. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. It's bottom third. There's nobody out. Nobody on. Cronenworth, who's 1 for 1 on the day, who got that single before Sanchez came up and smacked the 3-run home run at the plate here to start the bottom of the third. He's going to sky this one very high to Tyler Freeman at second base. And Freeman closes the glove on it, and that's the first out. Oh, you know what's dirty? I believe Vegas just put a 7th goal up on the Panthers. That's pretty embarrassing in a game where you're gonna lose the Stanley Cup. Whew. Pretty embarrassing. All right, so 1-0 pitch. Coming up to Sanchez, this guy hit that 3-run homer up in the bottom of the first, and he takes one at the letters, and it's 1-1. Yankees won the first game of the Subway Series. Yeah, isn't that nutsex? I mean, it's crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. And then Florida comes right back and scores one. Don't give up on the Panthers yet. Give up on Bibee, who just gave up a shot to center field. I thought it was going to be a hit. It's going to be an out to Miles Straw, but here's why I thought it was going to be a home run. Quite honestly, Bibee immediately dropped his head when Sanchez hit that ball. That was crazy. So Sam Reinhart actually came straight back with a goal. And that is going to give it a 5-goal lead with about 13 minutes left. They'll have to start pulling goalies and stuff like that. We'll keep an eye on it. Obviously, they're not going to come back from a 5-goal deficit. If they did come back from a 5-goal deficit, then I would immediately put on my money for the Panthers to win every other game of the series to go on and win the championship. Because Vegas would just not be able to come back from screwing the pooch on that one. So Carpenter, the 7-hole hitter with 2 outs, nobody on, and has a 1-1 count to him. Bibee, only at 50 pitches, actually, now has been pitching less than Musgrove. The problem is he's been giving up farther hits by distance. 1-2 now to Carpenter as he takes one across the middle. Carpenter doesn't use batting gloves. I always find it interesting with some of these guys who don't use batting gloves. I haven't really, and he takes one right down the middle, and that's going to cue up what I was going to say. I haven't really met a guy who doesn't use batting gloves who's actually a great hitter. I'm sure there's somebody out there that I'm not thinking of, but in the chat, guys, can you name me somebody who does not wear batting gloves who is a fantastic hitter? I want to say is it somebody with is it Goldschmidt? I know there's one power hitter I'm not thinking of. I know there is, but I gotta know who am I not thinking of? There's got to be one person out there, right? Oh. All right. Let's go. Let's get some runs here in the top of the fourth. Let's do it. We need to. Got to get something going. Got to get some runs back. We can't rely on an 8th or 9th inning versus the bullpen, although their bullpen's not great. Actually, it is. Yeah, I'm sorry. Their bullpen's like 6th in the league, if I'm not mistaken, in ERA. We've blown a ton of saves. I know ERA-wise we're like 3.02 on the season. I just don't understand how we can be high-ranked and people think we're good, having blown like 14. Yeah, Vlad, okay. But current, I can't think of anybody. I always just find it funny because when you see somebody without batting gloves, you're like, oh my God, that guy doesn't wear batting gloves. And then you're like, but then if you think to yourself, you're just like, he's probably not a great hitter. And he's not usually. I mean, Carpenter is not. Yeah. I'm going to have to dive deeper into that, my own question. Maybe tomorrow when I have some downtime sitting at home, I'll just figure out, maybe what guy has been Vlad, yeah. I mean, Vlad might be the best hitter of all time with that. But oh my God, the Twins just tied the game in the bottom of the 9th. What are we doing, Brewers? Come on, man. You're killing me. You're absolutely killing me, Smalls. Oh, Naylor's going to lead off the top of the fourth with a rolled over ground ball to first base, toss over to Musgrove, and there's quickly one out. I cannot believe the Brewers blew that. There's still a runner on first base, if I'm not mistaken, with nobody out. I mean, what are we doing here? This is how the Brewers have screwed the pooch on our ability. Taylor homered, Julian walked, Solano singled after Castro pinch ran for Julian, and then the single tied up the game, and now the game's over. The game is over. Williams came in and blew the game. Correa just hit a walk-off, and the Minnesota Twins have just stolen one from the Brewers as Correa homered to left field. Absolutely ridiculous. I am also Nostradamus. I am Nostradamus with this shit. It's like I say it and it comes to fruition. Well, in that case, Josh Bell's at the plate, and you know what? I'd like to see him hit a home run. And he fouls that one out, and it's 1-2. 1-2. Yeah, but you know, the Brewers were like on a nice run too. I just don't know what's going on with that team, quite honestly. I just don't get it. I just don't know what they're doing. 1-2 pitch coming to Bell, and that is fisted, another ground ball to first, and that is 2 in a row. Thrown over to Musgrove, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Come on, man. The Twins scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning to steal the game 7-5 over the Brewers. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Oh, all right. So, 2 outs here, top 4. Guardians still down 5-1. Musgrove 58 pitches in. Things have kind of settled down since those first 2 innings when we've had some fireworks. But Musgrove is going to throw a first pitch ball inside of Tyler Freeman. Freeman 0 for 1 on the night. 293 for the season. He hasn't had as many at-bats either. Only 2 RBIs on the season, though. And that is a weak ground ball to the pitcher. Musgrove throws it off his back foot. What a hell of a play as he gets Freeman at first as he was falling off to his right. I'll be honest with you, that was one of the most difficult plays a pitcher can make, and he made it look extremely easy. Wow. Wow. By the way, Vegas has now given up another goal, and it's 7-3 with about 8.5 minutes left. Just keep that in mind. So, that is the end of the top of the 4th inning. We go bottom 4, and it is San Diego 5, Cleveland 1. We are going to see, I believe, Kim, Grisham, and Tatis, the 8-9-1 hitters coming up for the Padres. There's all kinds of things going on that are fun to watch around sports tonight. Congratulations, by the way, to the Nuggets. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge NBA guy. Little pissed off. Last year, I took the Nuggets as a future bet. Didn't cash it. This year, did not take the Nuggets as a future bet, and they couldn't get that one to pan out. I did have the Memphis Grizzlies on a future bet, and J.A. Morant literally shot his way out of the playoffs. All right, so let's see if we can't get Bibee out here. Maybe get through at least the 5th. Hold our bullpen. I'd appreciate it if we could utilize our bullpen just a little less going into games 2 and 3. If Curry, though, is warmed up and ready to go, in all honesty, put the guy in the 6th, and if we're still down 4 runs, let's let the guy go all the way to the 9th inning. I'm all for that. All for that. Whew. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Glad to see everybody. I'll be here tomorrow night. I'll be here Thursday night. I will be here Friday night. So 3 more nights of West Coast baseball action. I will not be doing Saturday. I forgot there's an MLS game I want to watch, so I will not be doing it on Saturday or Sunday. And then I haven't really looked at the calendar past that, but I should be back to my normal at least every Friday night for sure. So Kim up 0 for 1 with a strikeout his last time up, 240 on the season. He's up in the count 1-0, and he's going to foul this out of play, and it's even at ones. Come on, let's go. Bibee takes all the time in the world when he pitches, man. He literally does. He is not fast to that pitch clock. That is outside. It's 2-1. Bibee is the only guy, I think, really on the Cleveland Guardians team that does take an awful amount of time. It's at 8, 7, 6, 5, and now he's pitching. And that is fouled off the mask of Gallagher, and the home plate umpire is going to, I thought he was going to give him some time to get himself collected there, but Gallagher says he's okay. And it's a 2-2 count now to Kim. Swinski had his set. I saw the first one, Billy Joe. I'm glad he got a second, man. He's a good player. I like that guy. 3-3. Nice. He is a good player. So 2-2 after we fouled off here again with Kim. Bottom 4, nobody out, nobody on. Grisham on deck, Tatis in the hole. By the way, anybody else notice Bibee took his glasses off? Did anybody notice that? Thoughts on that? Hopefully he's wearing contacts, but he took his glasses off after, I think, the second inning, if I'm not mistaken. Runs this count full to Kim, 3-2. Can't walk this guy and get to that top of the order. Come on, man. You got to put the 8-hole hitter out. And he's going to get Kim to roll this over. That is to Rosario at short, and there is one out here in the bottom of the 4th. Let's go. So, 5-1. Padres lead. Oh, Mark Stone just scored for the Vegas Golden Knights, and that one is officially out of reach with 5-6 minutes left. Mark Stone has the second goal of the game. So, one out, bottom 4. That's right in there to Grisham. Lefty hitter here, Grisham. Oh, this is another guy that doesn't swing or doesn't wear batting gloves. You guys notice that? This guy too. No batting gloves. And again, a 193 hitter. So both guys we've seen without batting gloves have yet to hit over 200 this season. I'm not saying you should hit with batting gloves, but I'm just saying there is a correlation, in my opinion, with this. Grisham now down in the count 0-2 as he took a big swing and miss at that one. (0-2) coming up. To Grisham, and that is up high. 1-2. Come on. Knock this guy out. Let's get to the 5th. And let's give ourselves a chance. We have who's coming up? I think, who do we got? Let's get it near the top of the order, right? Freeman, it'll be like 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it'll be 7, 8, 9 with a chance to get to the top of the order. Another foul off by Grisham. We'll do it again at 1-2. Come on, buddy. Just Bibee, get one more strikeout and get through the 5th, and I'll tell you, you did a halfway decent job, but instead, he's going to give up a single to Grisham, and we're going to roll this one over to the top of the order. Come on, buddy. Damn. So, Grisham's at first, and that is going to send Tatis up. And now you got to be careful, because another one wrong pitch is going to make this a 7-1 game and put it a little bit more out of reach. Billy Joe, that's awesome, man. I love it. I love that. I wear a glove when I golf as well, not when I putt. I was just taught that way, but to be honest, I understand why. It feels weird. Or maybe I've just made it in my mind. It feels weird, but yeah, I wear one glove on my right hand when I golf. All right, come on, let's go, boys. Let's go. We can do this. We can do this. Let's get Bibee out of this inning. The 1-0 to Tatis. He's going to do it. He's going to get out of the inning. This is another fly ball to Freeman. He's going to glove that. And we'll go to the top of the 5th. No damage done in the 4th. Let's go. Top 5, Guardians. Listen, we saw fireworks. Was it Friday? We saw fireworks on Friday. Let's go. So Bibee, now they're showing that he took his glasses off. I'm just a little interested. So he's not wearing contacts, but his glasses are off. To me, that's a little just interesting. I'm trying to watch him pitch here without his glasses. Oh, there's 2 outs. I'm sorry. I thought, there's only 1 out. Well, I'm an idiot. There was only 1 out. Now there's 2 outs. All right. I thought there were 2 outs. There's only 1 out. We're still in the bottom of the 4th. We'll still with a runner on first and 2 outs. So Soto's up. I don't know why I thought there were 2 outs. Maybe I was just hoping. Soto 1 for 1 on the day with a walk. And 1-0 pitch to him. Gallagher's going to throw down, and there is going to be another stolen base against Guardians catchers as Grisham goes to second. And now Soto with a hit would bring him in. Wow. Well, of course he stole the base. Grisham basically took a lead halfway to second base before Bibee even threw the ball. He wasn't even looking at him. So that's his 4th stolen base of the season. With his oven mitt, he's at second base. And Soto can extend this lead with a bloop single or anything that drops in for a base hit. 1-1 count to Soto. That is swung on, and that's absolutely drilled, but it's not far enough. It's too high, as they would say in Major League. And Brennan's going to be under that in right center field to take it as the 3rd out of the inning. And now, officially, we go to the top of the 5th, 5-1. Woo! Glad we didn't get something on my miscue on not knowing how many outs there were. I rarely do that, but that was kind of funny. All right, so here we go. Top 5. Let's get something going, Guardians fans. If you're coming in, smash that like button. We can do it. I know we can do it, guys. Let's get it done. We have got to score some runs. We got to do it. We have just got to score some runs. Oh. Just one time, buddy. Just one time. Let's score a little runs. Right? All right. Let's see. Any new scores around the league? Angels took a 6-3 lead over the Rangers. Pitt and the Cubs, as Billy Joe said, tied at 3s. Phillies 6-0 over the Diamondbacks. That one, where's that game at? Top 4 against Arizona. Harper's up right now. Nothing else going on. By the way, officially, 4 minutes left in the Stanley Cup Final. 8-3, Vegas Golden Knights about to celebrate in Vegas. God, that city is going to be absolutely partying tonight. And if you thought Vegas couldn't party harder than a normal Tuesday night, it's going to be a good one tonight for sure. That's all we got to do, X, man. We just got to cut that lead just a little bit. If we could get maybe a run here and maybe 2 more by the 7th, make it a 5-4 game going into the top of the 8th, anything's possible. But you got to start with just a couple of hits and a run, and it's going to have to be from the bottom of our lineup. And sometimes the bottom of our lineup is pretty good, and sometimes it sucks, right? And tonight it's got to be decent. We're going to see Brennan up. And Brennan's 0 for 1 on the day. Musgrove, 61 pitches. And Brennan's going to get one. Oh, it's going to end up being a fair ball. Well, of course it was a fair ball, but it is going to be a single. It's going to be an at-bat. It got booted by the first baseman, Cronenworth. And it is going to end up putting Brennan on first base. It's going to be a single. It was hard hit. It went off of Cronenworth's I believe, heel. No, it was in the glove. It just bounced out. Oh, and then his knee kicked it basically into center field. So runner on first, absolutely love it here to start the top of the 5th inning. And this is exactly what we needed. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it done. Come on, boys. Let's go. So 0-1 now to Straw. Miles Straw to ground out, 237. Again, I told you I don't like this guy in the 8-hole. Not a fan of this guy in the 8-hole. And he's going to check, swing, fly this out to the second baseman. What a piece of shit that was. God. And that's the first out here in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up Gallagher with the top of the lineup coming up. That was disappointing. That was disappointing there. At least get the runner to second to give us a chance to get a single and get a run in, man. Come on. All right, so Gallagher's up. He struck out his first time up on a pitch right down the middle. He takes strike 1 there, and maybe he's been watching Mike Zunino just a little too much. The 0-1 right down the middle, 0-2. Oh, our catcher situation's got to be figured out. Guys, I am going to pose this question. If it's July 30th and we're tied for first place in the Central and we still have the same catcher situation, what are we doing? 0-2 pitch in the dirt, and Gallagher did not chase, so it's 1-2. What are we doing if it's July 31st and we have the same catcher situation? Are we going to get a new catcher? Like, I don't know what to do with this guy. Gallagher, the 1-2 pitch for Musgrove, up high, 2-2. All right, buddy, just be patient. Get a walk. I'll take a walk, man. I'll take a walk. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's all just be friends. No need to overhit here. Just look for your pitch, and there it is, and it's a line shot down the line. That is going to be, though, hit off of Machado. Brennan's going to go to third. He's going to stop there. Machado is in the corner there by the ball girl. It's going to end up being a double for Gallagher, and just immediately sends Zunino on an airplane. I mean, I don't even care that he struck out the first time looking. He came back and he just got a double, and if we somehow could have got that runner over to second, it would have been an RBI double. But there's runners on second and third now with just one down, and the top of the order is coming up with Brennan on third and Gallagher on second. His third double of the season in 29 games. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's get this going. Now this is where we need Kwani. This is where Kwani's got to come through. With runners that you got to put this ball in play, man. 1-2 on the dig, and he takes a 91-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. Come on. Let's go, Guardians. Let's go. Let's get some runs. Let's get some runs. Kwan, the 0-1. He's going to ground this. This is going to score a run, though. It's going to be 5-2. He grounded to second base. It'll move a runner in and a runner over. So there are going to be 2 outs, but there's going to be Gallagher on third base. Brennan comes in and scores, and it's a 5-2 ball game. And what did I say? Let's get one back here in the 5th, maybe a couple more by the 8th, and we got something going. We're right on pace for that. Let's see if we can play with some free money here, get Rosario a big hit, and get that second run in here in the top of the 5th inning. Let's go. By the way, Vegas officially scored. I believe that was a empty net goal with a minute left in the game, and it's a 9-3 beatdown of the Florida Panthers. So congratulations to the Las Vegas Golden Knights, Stanley Cup champions here in 2023. Rosario took a first pitch strike. Runner on second's Gallagher. He did not get over to third, and it doesn't matter. It's going to be a ground out to third base, and that'll end the inning. I don't know why he didn't get over to third. That's pretty shitty in my opinion. But we go to the bottom of the 5th, and it is 5-2. The Guardians get one back, and I am okay with that. If Bibee can come out and he can do his job and shut him down for one more inning, let's get it done. And then let's get some runs in the 6th and the 7th. Come on. Our bullpen's coming in soon. You know our bullpen's coming in soon. I can already feel that nervousness that everybody is getting with the bullpen coming in. Oh, all right. So, let's see here. Anything else good going on? Trying to look at... Trying to look at some live betting that I might do, but I don't really see anything that is piquing my interest at the moment. Oakland is only down 1-0 to the Rays, and they're plus 222 to win that game, and they're at home. I mean, that's a little intriguing, but you're kind of like, do I? I don't want to do that. I hate betting on that Oakland team. They win 5 in a row, right? And then all of a sudden they probably lose 13 more. I'm not sure I really want to bet on that team. I think Machado's coming up, right? Machado's coming up next. Yeah, so we're going to lead off, I believe, with Machado here. And we'll see if we can get anything. We'll see if we can get some outs. I'm going to keep looking at some live bets. We got one back, X. We did. Let's go. We got one back. Dodgers putting it on the White Sox. Those guys have kind of chilled a little bit too. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Machado's going to be leading things off here. And Bibee's first pitch to Machado, that broke the end of his bat. I mean, just absolutely shattered it. And Machado's, right down the long way. Wow. Absolutely shattered the bat. By the way, the ball boy for the Guardians looks about 4 years old. Jeez. I don't know if that's somebody from San Diego that they supply. I assume it is. But yeah, it looks like a 4-year-old is... All right, so Machado's got a new bat. It's going to be an 0-1 count to him. Let's go. There's a ground ball. It's going to be a hard play, and Machado is going to get a single out of this. Holy shit. Machado just got a ground ball single. Wow. That is absolutely nuts that Machado just got that. He swung so hard, and it just went so little, halfway, 3/4 down the third baseline, and just like that, the Padres are going to start with a leadoff single. Oh my gosh, Machado has had 2 infield singles in this game. He hasn't hit the ball out of the single, but he's been on 2 of 3 times. Oh, there's a wild pitch, and that's going to put Machado on second base. Well done, Bibee and Gallagher. I'm going to give you a little blame on that one as well. So, great job, guys. Appreciate your help. Come on. What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? Oh, man. We just look so bad at points. So bad. So, Bibee, 1-0 now to Bogaerts, who's the 4-hole hitter. Machado at second, and delivers. It's outside, 2-0. Come on, man. Let's get this going. Oh, come on. 2-0 pitch coming to Bogaerts. Checks the runner at second. The delivery right down the plate. Little change up at 83. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Let's go. One time. There's a drive into right center field. That is trouble. That's going to get down. That's going to go all the way to the wall. That's going to score Machado. It's going to be 6-2. And that is going to be a double there for Bogaerts. And just like that, Not only did we hit our over, but they get that run immediately back. Both times that we've scored our runs, San Diego has come back in the next half inning and scored a run to get that back. I mean, Bibee, come on, buddy. Well, that's our third free pick winner in a row. So congratulations to everybody who tailed that play. The over 7.5 in this game only took 4+ innings. Or I'm sorry, 4.5+ innings. And Tito is going to the bullpen. Tito is going to the bullpen. This game is going to take forever at this pace. We cannot get anybody out. Anybody. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, just late nights with the Guardians. Absolutely furious, right? All right. Well, let's see. Let's see if there's anything that I want to bet on. I should have bet earlier that this game was going to go over like 10 at like plus 300. But I did not take that bet. All right, well, we'll see. We will see what happens. We'll see. I assume Curry's coming in. That's the guy that I think's been warming up the most. I think he'll be coming in, and we'll see what happens. But, it's just disappointing that we're sitting here in the bottom of the 5th inning. I think really what already took my wind out of the sails is, and it had nothing to even do with the Guardians, but the Minnesota Twins coming back from a 2-run depth. First off, they were down 5-2 at one point in that game. In the bottom of the 9th, though, they come down 5-3. They score 4 runs on a walk-off home run by Carlos Correa, of all people, to win 7-5 there in the bottom of the 9th against one of the best relievers, in my opinion, in the majors. So, in Williams. So I'm so upset about that. And now if we lose this game, what looked like we could have had a chance to be half a game behind Minnesota Twins, now it looks like it's going to be 2.5 games. Curry's coming in. He's 3-0, 2.51 ERA, 7 walks, 21 strikeouts in just 32 innings pitched. So he's not really a strikeout guy. He doesn't really walk too many guys. He's a contact pitcher, but he gets the job done for the most part. Let's see if he can't get out of a jam and keep this lead for the Padres just at 6-2. Come on, buddy. Get out of this one. Let's go. Get out of this one. That's all I'm looking for. So, first pitch by Curry to Cronenworth. That is a low, and we are going to have to sweat these next few hitters out. There's nobody out here in the 5th, so just keep that runner at second if you can. 1-0 pitch coming up to Cronenworth. Checks Bogarts at second. That is drilled into center, but right at Miles Straw, and that will keep the runner at second base. And now there's one quick out. So good job there of Curry. He left that right over the middle of the plate, but it ends up going right at Miles Straw. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's get this. We can get this. Never say never. That Friday night looked bleak. How many times? 4 different times we came back in that after the 8th inning. So I have all the confidence in the world we can do it here too. Let's go. So 0-1 pitch to Sanchez, who hit that 3-run home run earlier in the game, and that is going to be strike 2 on a foul ball. 0-2, let's go, baby, come on. Let's get something going. Pitch from Curry to Sanchez. Checks the runner at second in Bogarts. And that is right there. Strike 3 called. 2 outs. Let's go. Let's go. Love it. Absolutely love it. Curry getting out of jams left and right this season. Love this guy. In fact, I think we should have this guy in for the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th if we don't score any runs. No reason to drain our bullpen in a 4-run game. First pitch to Carpenter. That's in there for a strike. Let's go. Come on. Get out of this inning and let's get 2 back in the 6th. We can do it. We can do it. The 0-1 to Carpenter. That is lifted high, and Ramirez is going to take a look, but it is... Oh, he did stay in. The wind brought it back. It's the 3rd out of the inning in foul territory. We go top 6. I think we got something alive. I don't think that we are out of this game. I think the Guardians got a good shot at this one. They're only down 4 runs. Come on, let's do something, boys. Let's get it going. Come on, we can do it. So, we are going to have the heart of the order come up. Looking forward to that. I believe that's going to be... who's coming up? Is it Ramirez? Naylor? Bell? I think we're going to get the heart of the order this inning. Let's go. If you're just coming in, smash that like button. Good to see everybody on this Tuesday night. There's been some great games around the majors. Cubs just took a 4-3 lead over the Pirates. That's top 7 now. Tampa Bay is clinging to a 1-0 lead versus Oakland. Philly 7-0 over Arizona. That's top 5. Seattle 5-0 over Miami. It looks like Kirby pitching a nice game there for the Mariners, shutting out the Miami Marlins at this moment. Dodgers put a 4-0 spot up on the White Sox through 3.5 innings. Finals, Baltimore 11-6 over Toronto. Colorado hung on in the bottom of the 10th to win 7-6 over Boston. Yankees held on over the Mets in the Subway Series 7-6. As I mentioned, Minnesota Twins, 4 runs in the 9th, in the bottom of the 9th to win 7-5 over the Brewers. San Francisco beat down the Cardinals 11-3. Angels took care of business in Texas 7-3. Cincinnati clung to a 5-4 win over the Royals, and the Houston Astros won 6-1 over the Nationals. Braves, Detroit Tigers rained out. We'll see if they play a doubleheader on Wednesday, tomorrow. So we'll see. Usually that is a doubleheader day. Or maybe Thursday if they're playing a 3-game set that started today. But I thought they played yesterday too. I don't know. So, here we go. Top 6. And we are going to see Jose Ramirez, Josh Naylor, and Bell. And we got to get something going. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Guardians. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Padres. So Jose Ramirez takes one in the dirt to start things off on this at-bat. Musgrove's 75th pitch of the night is in there for a strike on the outside corner at 81 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Let's go, Jose. Jose, can you see? Yes, sir, I can see you hitting another home run right now and bringing this to a 3-run ball game. We got to do it. We got to do it. And he's going to roll one over to first, and it is a foul ball. Woo! That one was close. I thought that might have stayed over the bag, but a foul ball was called. Not sure why the trainer's talking to Tito right now, but there might be something going on with Bibee. We'll see. So, 1-2 pitch coming up to Ramirez, and that is up high. 2-2 at 92 miles an hour. Let's go, Ramirez. Come on, baby. One time. Get on base. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. God, wouldn't we love to see... I'd love to be in a situation where we get to see Mike Zunino pinch hit, because if he does, as now the count is run full, 3-2. If Mike Zunino hits in this game, that means we've done something well and we've come back. So I am rooting for Mike Zunino to hit in this game. The 3-2 pitch to Ramirez. And that is a ground ball up the middle for a single. And that is a leadoff base runner for the 2nd inning in a row. Love it. And Jose Ramirez stands on first base with Josh Naylor coming up to the plate. Come on, Naylor. We gotta get a run back or two. So Naylor, 1 for 2 with an infield single and a ground out, 284 on the season, 8 home runs, 48 RBIs. Has had a very good season. Stands in there, waits for the pitch from Musgrove. That is off the plate, and it's 1-0. Naylor can be a little bit patient if he wants to be, but this guy really likes to swing the bat. So I wouldn't really, foreshadow him taking too many pitches. The 1-0 from Musgrove. That is swung on again. That was out of the zone, but he likes to swing the bat, and he likes those high fastballs, and Musgrove knew it, and he's going to foul it out of play. Let's go. Come on, boys. One pitch. On the way. That is swung in. Again, foul above the strike zone on a heater at 93 out of play. And it's 1-2. Naylor, in my opinion, really got to stop swinging at these high pitches. I mean, people are starting to learn how much he likes it, and it's just going to make him freeze at a breaking ball across the middle of the plate on this 1-2 count. I would not be surprised here if Musgrove throws a breaking ball. X, we got to get this comeback, but Naylor cannot strike out here. And he reaches and spoils a good pitch on the outside corner. So a nice job there staying alive. So 1-2 to Naylor. Jose Ramirez on first. We need I'll take a 2. Any crooked number to me, Mr. King, right now, I'm down for it. 1-2 pitch. Naylor fights one off into center field. It's going to drop for a single, and that's going to put Ramirez on second base. And the first 2 batters have reached here in the top of the 6th with Josh Bell coming to the plate, who in the top of the second inning, hit a bomb, an absolute bomb to right field, a towering home run. And now he has Ramirez and Naylor in front of him on the bases with nobody out. That is what I'm talking about, 2X. Let's go. A 3-run homer would be great, but I'm always going to sit here and talk about the glass half full, or half empty, really. And if he could just move the runners over, I'd be happy with that. But instead, he lines one to first. There's going to be one play at second to Naylor, as that's where they went first. And there's going to be runners at the corners now with 1 out. So he did move 1 runner over, but now he sets up a double play ball with Freeman up to the bat. So not quite sure. Bell should have been swinging at the first pitch there. But it's all right. I mean, if it was 5 feet to the left, we're talking about 1 run in and runners on the corners instead of 1 out. So Bell on first, Ramirez on third, and is Musgrove coming out? Wilson's warming up in the bullpen, but I don't think he's coming out at this moment. I'd say maybe he gets 1 more batter, and if he can't get out of this inning, for sure he might not last. So we'll see. We'll see. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button if you haven't already. Appreciate all your support here on this Tuesday. Again, I'll be here tomorrow night as well, Thursday and Friday, doing the West Coast swing with the Padres and the Diamondbacks. Some good hitters, Tatis, Soto, Machado, Bogarts, Ohtani, Trout, Ward, who's having a good season. I mean, some good hitters we get to see on this West Coast swing. Unfortunately, what that means, hopefully not too many losses. Runners on the corners, there's a swing and a miss. Or maybe you got a piece of that. Tyler Freeman, 0-1 in the count. 1 out here, top 6. Again, if we can just get that 1 run back and make it a 3-run game. Just keep getting the runs back. The problem is we keep giving them up as well. So, Tyler Freeman 0 for 2 on the game, 0 for 1 on the count. And he's going to swing and lift this one into the air, left field. Ramirez might be able to tag on this. There's the catch. Here comes the throw. And Ramirez slides, and he's safe at home plate. And it's 6-3. Let's go. He is safe at home plate, and Tyler Freeman gets the job done. And I believe Bell went to second base there. So 2 outs, runner on second in a 6-3 ball game. And we do get that run eventually back. And that was close, but he's in there, yeah, pretty easily. So Bell, though, does go to second, which is fantastic because if we can get a single here by Brennan, that would cut the run or the run deficit to 2. Let's go, boys. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. So Brennan up with 2 outs and a runner on second. Another first pitch swing. Interesting there. For the last 3 hitters, they've kind of changed their position and gone after that first pitch. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's rally. Strike out in an infield single for Brennan. The 0-1. Foul out of play. 0-2. Come on, let's go. Let's get something. Let's get something. Too early, Mr. King, for the rally cap. We got maybe the 8th inning tonight if we're still down 3. Brennan's going to roll one over to second base, and that'll do it. But, hey, listen, we got one back, and I'll take that in the 6th inning. We got 3 more at-bats coming up. Let's see if we can at least stop them on the other side of the inning where they're batting. We got to stop them. I mean, I assume Curry's coming back out, but we go bottom 6, San Diego 6, Cleveland 3. Gosh, we got to stop these guys from hitting. We can't give up any more runs. Every time we've come back with 1 run, they have absolutely smacked back with 1 themselves. The problem is the 3-run home run is the difference in this game in the bottom of the 1st inning. So, all right, let's see. Any updates on some scores around the league? No. Everything seems to still be status quo. All right. White Sox losing still 4-0. That is the top of the 5th inning. Goslin is the pitcher there for the Dodgers. He's a good pitcher. I wouldn't mind if we went out and got a guy like that to get into our rotation. I think that would be beneficial for us, but who knows? Who knows what we do at the trade deadline or who and where we are at in the standings in the trade deadline. It could be a fun trade deadline, though, for us. It also could be a disappointing one. In years past, quite honestly, when we've been on that like border of maybe 1 game out, 2 games out, our organization just gives up. They don't go after hitters or anybody to help our team. They kind of just sell off anybody or maybe not even do anything at the trade deadline. I'd like to see that be a little bit different this year if we're right there with the Twins or maybe the White Sox are there too. But I'd like to see that. So here we go, bottom 6. I assume we're going to see Curry back out there on the mound for the Guardians. And we are. And he's going to be pitching to, I believe that's Kim. Yeah, Kim, the 8-hole hitter, 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. And I believe a fly out as well, or a ground out. 238 on the season. Kim, this guy I think came from KBO over there in Korea, if I'm not mistaken. Hasn't really panned out as well as they want him to. There's a slow ground ball to Rosario. Throws it over to first and a quick first out here for Curry. That is the type. I want to see a 1-2-3 inning, man. Give me a 1-2-3 inning. Let's go. 1-2-3 inning. Oh. My uncle keeps blowing up my phone, so I was telling him that I'm live streaming the Guardians. All right, here we go. Trent Grisham, 1-0 pitch coming to him. 197 hitter on the season. So Curry sets and delivers, and that is swung on and missed. The 93-mile-an-hour heater there by Curry. Nice pitch. Grisham, another guy, as we mentioned, doesn't have those batting gloves on and just continues to not hit. Somebody send this guy a batting glove in the mail. Let's see what happens. He also has a very weird grip. It's almost like a golf grip on his bat. 1-2 now after he takes one right down the middle. Come on. Curry steps off the mound, gets a little bit of the rosin, steps back on. 1-2 pitch coming to the number 9-hole hitter, Grisham here. If we can go 1-2-3, maybe get another run back in the 7th. Hey, who knows? Who knows? The 1-2, and that is swung on and missed. Curry strikes Grisham out, and we're going to go to the top of the lineup. Let's go. 6-3. 6-3 is the score. Padres, bottom 6. 2 outs, nobody on. And Tatis looks at one low in the dirt. Tatis 1-2 on the game with a walk. He led off the game actually with a walk, and so did Soto until Machado flied out to move him over. Ended up being a sac fly there in the bottom of the first, and then a 3-run homer, and 4 runs were put on the board. Tatis is going to fly this one to Miles Straw in deep center. Plenty of room out there at 396, and that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. We go top 7. We go top 7, and it is still 6-3. 6-3 Padres over the Guardians. If you're just coming in, smash that like button. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Glad to see everybody on this Tuesday evening. Hope you're enjoying your week. Let's get our rally caps going here in the next couple innings. See if we can't steal a win like the Minnesota Twins stole a win, which was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I don't want to hound on that, but it's a little ridiculous on how they stole that win tonight. Not a big fan of the Brewers tonight, I'll tell you that. Ooh, Cubs 6-3, Billy Joe. Awesome, bottom 6. Let's see here. What happened? Let's see what happened. Well, they still got bases loaded, too. Swanson singled. Ian Happ was hit by a pitch. Suzuki singled. Walk single. Wow, just a ton of hits. That is not a great inning there for the bullpen, who was, I believe, Yohan Ramirez. So not a great inning for Yohan Ramirez, as he gives up 3 runs, and he's still, I believe, eligible to give up 3 more with only 1 out there in the bottom of the 7th for the Cubs. Other scores around the league, looks like Miami finally got on the board against Kirby and the Mariners. Mariners 5-1, that goes to the bottom of the 6th. Philly still holding on to a 7-0 lead versus Arizona. That one's going to the bottom of the 6th. Tampa Bay clinging to that 1-0 lead over the Oakland A's in the bottom of the 7th. So everything else has concluded for this Tuesday night, as we are now on the West Coast swing. And what time's the game tomorrow? I think it's 9:40. I think the game is 9:40 tomorrow. Let me just double check. I think we have 9:40, and we're gonna have Savale against Waka. So I like the way Savale's pitch. He gives up some early runs, but I am enjoying the way that he is pitching coming off the injury. So here we go. Top 7. I think we're going to get a new pitcher here, and it is going to be Wilson, who was warming up there in the bottom of this, or the top of the 6th inning. And we'll see how he fares against the bottom of our order. So Straw up here in the 8th hole. He's going to lead off, and Wilson throws a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, but it's off the plate, and it's 1-0. Wilson 1-0 on the season, 2.84 ERA. The guy's got 35 strikeouts in 31 innings and 13 walks. So he will give up some walks. That is off the plate. And speaking of a walk, Straw is ahead in the count, 2-0. Come on. Let's just get runners on. If we can get Straw on, that guy's got to be running. I don't understand why Tito all of a sudden has just got away from stealing bases. The 2-0 to Straw, that's right down the middle. Good pitch there. That one, Straw's got to be sitting on, man. You got to sit on that pitch. And I understand you're up 2-0 in the count and you need base runners, but, I mean, just knock that one out of the park. This is why he doesn't have a home run yet. 2-1 pitch coming to Straw. Ooh, just off the plate. Wilson wanted that. The catcher wanted that. Straw's the only person in that scenario who didn't need it, and it ends up being a 3-1 count. So Wilson, just 4 pitches in, finds himself behind in the count, 3-1 to Straw, sets and delivers. Off the plate, and let's go. Miles Straw works a leadoff walk, and there's a runner on first with, who is coming up to bat? It is going to be Cam Gallagher with that double down the, I guess you could call it the left field line. It kind of glanced off the third baseman, went into that little nook of a corner there by the ball girl, but still ended up being a double. But he is not going to bat. We are going to get a pinch hitter. It's going to be Andres Jimenez. I'm a little disappointed that you're bringing this guy in this early. I understand you need hits, but I think Cam Gallagher could get a hit in this spot. I don't know. I understand why you're bringing Jimenez in, and who knows? Maybe he goes deep. He's been hot. He hit a home run over the weekend, I'm pretty sure, right? On Sunday? I think it was Sunday. So I don't hate the move, but also, why didn't you bring him in when we had runners on second and third and nobody out? I mean, whatever. So, there we go. Andres Jimenez, 242 on the season, 4 home runs, 19 RBIs. Batting lefty versus righty here versus Wilson. That might have played a role into it too. You know, Gallagher's a right-handed hitter. Wilson checks the runner at first in Straw. The set, the delivery, and that is a swung and missed. Good breaking ball there. Low in the zone. 0-1 to Jimenez. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, boys. Get something going here. I'd like to see Straw take off. Well, Straw's got to go, man. Jimenez fouls or knuckles this one to the third baseman. That is going to move the runner over, but that is going to be the first out. I thought it was a foul ball just by my depth perception, the way that he hit that off the end of the bat, but ends up being an out to the third baseman. Straw goes over to second. Too bad. Unfortunately, he didn't take off on that first pitch. Yeah, he could have been over at third. But Stephen Kwan comes up, who's 1 for 3 with a single and RBI ground out on the night. Runner on second with 1 out, and Kwani, baby, get a single here. Let's get one more run back and make this a game going into at least the 8th. Come on. Takes one right down the middle. 0-1. 0-1. If you guys are just coming in, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Good to see everybody on this late Tuesday night, 11:30 Eastern Time. Only, 8:30 Eastern Time locally there in San Diego. 0-2 now to Kwan as he fouls one out of play. Kwan has really dropped off. I wouldn't actually mind to see maybe Miles Straw get moved up to the 1 hole, or even Rosario, just to maybe give Kwan maybe some different looks. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get some runs, baby. Come on. 0-2 pitch to Kwani. That's low in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Miles Straw at second base with 1 out here in the top of the 7th if you're just joining us. And it has been a fun game so far. Not really in the first inning where the Padres put up a 4 spot on us, but we have outscored them 3-2 since then. The 1-2 pitch to Kwan. That is swung on and popped straight up to the third baseman. And Machado is in foul territory. He's going to make that catch, and there's 2 outs. So 2 outs. And that is going to leave it to Ahmed Rosario, who is not my favorite clutch player. In fact, I would almost guarantee that he swings at the first pitch here. What's up, Viking? Yeah, the Knights won, man. That was a good, what do you call it? It was a good series for the Golden Knights. They put up a 9 spot in the game-clinching series. I mean, that's a little embarrassing. It's a little embarrassing for the Panthers. First pitch to Ahmed Rosario, and that is swung on and missed. And I told you he was going to swing at the first pitch. Ahmed Rosario, 99% of the time, is going to swing at the first pitch with runners in scoring position. Everybody knows it. 0-1, set and delivery by Wilson. And that is swung on and fouled straight back. Rosario, good cut there. Just missed it. Just missed it. If you guys are coming in, welcome in on the late night here. MLB action from Petco Park. Wilson's the pitcher. Hill is warming up in the pen just in case maybe Rosario gets a hit here. He is down in the count 0-2. Smash that like button if you're just coming in for some MLB here on this Tuesday evening. And Rosario's going to take one right down the pipe. And that is going to end the inning and what was a very small rally there by the Guardians. We go bottom of the 7th. And unfortunately, we still trail the Guardians by 3 runs. Yeah, Viking, I don't know what they're doing there, man. I understand you got to be loyal to a guy and stuff, but even after 2 goals, I mean, you got to have a short leash. You got to have a short leash in an elimination game for sure. So, yeah, I have no idea what he was doing there. Going down the list of scores, Oakland is tied. The Rays 1-1 in their continued hot week here continues to press on, although I think they did lose last night, if I'm not mistaken. But they only lost by a run, I think 4-3, and they had won the last 5 games before that. But top 8, 1-1, Rays and A's. Cubs, again, 8-3. Billy Joe told us that in the chat. And Philly 7-0 over Arizona. So, we go to the bottom of the 7th at Petco, and we'll see if we can't get 3 more outs and maybe get a couple of runs in the 8th to make it interesting going into the 9th inning. I think it's going to be hard tonight, as I mentioned in my free video, my pregame video, my bet video for today. The San Diego Padres have a top 6 bullpen in terms of ERA. I believe it's like 3.32 on the season. So, I mean, they're a good team when it comes to the back end of their bullpen. We just saw it right there for Wilson. I think we're going to see Hill come in the 8th inning. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they shut us down. I just have high hopes that that will not be the situation. So, there we go. Who we got coming in? This is where it makes or breaks, like, whether or not we have a chance in this game. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, who Tito decides to bring in from the bullpen. This is really what makes or breaks things. It's going to be Cody Morris, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be Cody Morris. Not my first choice, but, I mean, he's decent. He's 1-2 on the season, 2.28 ERA, 23 strikeouts in 23 innings. The problem I have with this guy is he can be a little erratic as he takes Soto outside with a first pitch ball there, as David Fry is now the catcher tonight. So we will not see Mike Zunino, thank God. I mean, he still could pinch hit, I guess, but maybe not. That one's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. The only problem I have with Cody Morris is he can be all over the place, guys, and that's just what I cringe at, is that he's going to walk some guys here. But he is now ahead in the count, 1-2 to Soto. Let's see. Come on. Let's go. Viking, I forget what I had last night. I forget what it was last night. Tonight was an easy winner, over 7.5. I know there hasn't been many runs since we hit that number, but it was a very easy number tonight. What was last night? I can't remember. That one's in the dirt, 2-2 to here to Soto. I mean, I do the videos so early in the morning, man. They're like at 4:30, 5 a.m. sometimes. I can't, like, by the time it's like 10 o'clock at night, I don't have brains. That is down low, and here we go. Full count to Soto. Come on, man. Oh, come on, Cody. Don't give it up. You were 1-2 in the count. You were 1-2. You gotta get. This is another problem that the Guardians have. They can't get people out when they're ahead in the count 0-2, 1-2. David Fry is gonna run all the way out to the pitcher's mound and talk to him about it on this one and see if they can't get on the same page. So 3-2 pitch coming up to Soto. Machado waits on deck. And Bogart's in the hole. Morris sets and delivers the 3-2 to Juan Soto, and it is a high pitch, but it was hit to second base. A nice sliding stop by Freeman. Throws it over to Josh Naylor and gets Soto by a hair. What a great job by Freeman laying out for that one. I'm a little surprised Soto swung at it. I was ready to say Cody Morris walked him as it was well out of the zone, and it looked like Soto tomahawk chopped that one. But a nice play by Freeman gets us the first out here in the bottom of the seventh. Machado now up, and he's had 2 infield singles, but he hit a couple foul balls pretty deep and out of play. So you just don't want to make a mistake with this guy. I know he's only hitting .250 on the season with like 6 home runs, but just do not make a mistake. And he puts one in there at the knees, but not quite enough, and it's 2-0. So Machado ahead in the count 2-0. Morris sets and delivers, and that is swung on. And what did I say? And it's caught at the wall. Woo! Machado took it to deep right field. I swear I thought that was going to hang up. And Brennan makes the catch on the warning track for the second out of the inning. I honestly thought that was going over the wall. Machado did a nice job there taking that ball the other way. But, wow. Wow. 5 feet more in the air or a little bit higher with a little bit more loft, and that was in the right field seats. First pitch to Bogarts in there for a strike at 90 miles an hour, and if we can get out of this one, I am going to get hyped. I am going to get hyped because I think with Ramirez, Naylor, and Bell coming up in the bottom or the top of the 8th, I think we might have a chance to maybe get 1 or 2 runs back and make it an interesting 9th inning. It is 0-2 coming up to Bogarts. 1 for 2 on the day, sac fly, RBI double. And he's going to lay off the one in the dirt. So 1-2. Let's go. If you're just coming in, guys, smash that like button. Tuesday night, West Coast baseball with the Guardians this week. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom 7, 1-2 to Bogart, swings and misses on an inside pitch at the letters. I don't know what he was swinging at. I don't care. We go top of the 8th, 6-3 Padres. Let's get some going. Let's get some runs. Let's get some base runners. Let's get it going. Come on, guys. One time. We have to be able to do something. I'll tell you right now, if we go 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the 8th, it's over, in my opinion, because, I mean, that's going to take out Ramirez, Naylor, and Bell, and you're left in the 9th, Freeman, Brennan, and Straw. And I understand those guys might be able to get some singles and got on base. I guess if that happened, the only chance you would have is like if Freeman got on or Brennan and Straw. If 2 of the 3 got on, Brennan, Straw, Freeman, if 2 of those 3 could get on, you could pinch hit Zunino, I guess, for Fry and hope that he hits a home run to tie the game. Now, that's also saying we don't give up any runs in the bottom of the 8th. But I think it's a very uphill battle that we're about to try and overcome here. With that said, though, the Twins did it, so why can't we? Right? It's not like they're that far ahead of us in the standings. Mariners, by the way, put up another 3 spot on the Miami Marlins. They lead at 8-1. That would get Seattle back to 500 on the season. Miami quietly 37-30 on the year. Not too many people talking about the Marlins, but quietly 37-30 on the season. So who knows? Maybe that's a good. Maybe you can get a good value pick out of them. Let's see. I'm gonna look at. Can I see their future if we have MLB in play? Let me take a look. See if I can find what the Miami Marlins future bet would be right now. Can I get it? I can't. Oh, there it is. Yeah. To win the World Series for the Miami Marlins, you're looking at 50-1. Hey, why not? I'll throw $20 on the Marlins at 50-1 right now. I mean, if you're looking at the standings, they're 3.5 games back of Atlanta. And they're in the second wild card spot, and they're 2 up on San Francisco and only a half game back of the Dodgers for the first wild card spot. Ramirez is going to ground one to first base, and that is going to be stepped on. It looks like Wilson, I think, is still out there here in the top of the 8th. But that's how we start the top of the 8th, and that is not going to be... That's not going to get me going. That's not going to get me excited. All right, if we hit 20 likes, we're at 15. If we hit 20 likes, the Guardians are going to win the game. You know, last time I said that, it actually came to fruition. So if we get to 20 likes, we're going to win the game. I'm sorry, Wilson is not out there. It's Martinez for the Padres. I saw a right-hander, and I just assumed Wilson came back out because I think Hill was the lefty in the bullpen warming up in the 7th. Anyways, Martinez now pitching to Naylor, and Naylor is going to ground one, and that is going to be a hard play for Martinez, but he does throw it over to first, and that is quickly 2 pitches and 2 outs. So I don't know what we're doing here. I mean, come on, try to take a walk, Guardians. So now Bell is up, and if we go 1, 2, 3, this might be bad. Eli Morgan getting ready to come on the bottom of the 8th. He's warming up out there in center field. Oh, that's fine. I don't mind who we use in the bullpen with Curry and Morgan. You know, I mean, those guys, first off, Curry's a long reliever. We won't use him the rest of the series now that we've used him. And if we do, then we're really having a bad outing or a bad series. Josh Bell, 1-0, count to him. Martinez, this is the first batter he's had to throw 2 pitches to. And that is in there for a strike at 93 miles an hour. X-Man, not now with 2 outs. I'll get it going in the 9th. We'll see if we can't get anything going. But it's looking bleak. I'll say that. 1-1 to Bell, and that is a check swing. Now it's 2-1. All right, let's go. Come on. Let's go, boys. There is a Bell single into right field. Well, now I don't know if I should do the rally cap, as we do have a runner on first. But the problem is, we have the bottom of our lineup coming up, and there's not many big hitters here. You got Freeman, Brennan, Straw, and Gallagher. Or not Gallagher anymore. It would be Fry, I think. No, it was Jimenez. Jimenez got, well, he might have got taken out. I don't know who's out there. We made so many moves in the last 2 innings. We'll see. Tribe, I told you, buddy. Like, and listen, I've just watched that guy since 2012. All right? I've watched that guy since 2012, and he's followed me, ironically, everywhere I've moved. I lived in Orlando. He played with the Rays. That's the only team you get on TV down there. Watched him, and he sucked. Then I moved as there's a ground ball by Freeman. The third hard play there by Machado, but he gets the job done. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. I moved to Seattle, Washington, and guess where he comes? To the Mariners. And he sucked there. I had to watch him with my father-in-law. My father-in-law loved the guy. It was kind of funny. It's still an inside running joke with how bad Zunino is. But then I moved to Cleveland, moved back home. And I'm like, here we go, Guardians. We're going to win a championship. And then guess who comes back? Zunino, stop following me around, man. I literally think the only way that I'm going to get Zunino out of Cleveland is if I move to a different city. Maybe I need to go to Detroit for a year and just bring him over there. Because he is awful. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to badmouth him as much tonight because he hasn't played. But hopefully he gets a pinch hit opportunity in the 9th and we can have a little fun with him. So we do go to the not bottom of the 9th. Sorry. I'm already bottom. It's bottom 8. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 6-3. San Diego over Cleveland. Not a great outing. Again, the difference of the game is really 2 pitches by Bibee. He gave up a 3-run shot in the first, which made it a 4-0 game going into the second inning. And then he gave up another home run in the bottom of the second to clap back on the run that we scored, and it was 5-1. Ever since then, though, I mean, we have outscored them 2-1 since then. There's been innings. We've actually looked decent. I thought we'd put some runs on the board. But again, for some reason, it looks like after the 4th inning, the narrative that was, I guess you would say narrative, the narrative that was spoken from Tito to the offensive players was swing at every pitch in the first 2 pitches. Nobody's taking any pitches anymore. It's crazy to me. We were on pace for a 3-hour game, and now we're coming up on less than just at 2 hours right now in the bottom of the 8th. It's because the Guardians keep swinging at first pitches. Eli Morgan is going to come in. He's 2 for 1 on the season, 1.71 ERA, 30 strikeouts in 26 innings. He rarely walks, only 7 opponents, hitting 243 off of him. I like Eli Morgan. Again, this guy will give up a big hit here and there, but for the most part, he does a good job. He is going to face Cronenworth, the 5, 6, 7 hitters here, and he first pitch strike at the knees, 93-mile-an-hour heat. So let's make this a quick half inning here, Eli, and get to the top of the 9th. We'll put the rally cap on, and hopefully we can get a winner. We'd have to actually then finish out the bottom of the 9th. It'd be typical, honestly, it would be typical Cleveland Guardians to score 3 runs in the top of the 9th, only to give up a home run by Clase or Karashek in the bottom. 0-2 pitch to Cronenworth. In the dirt, 2-2. Dodgers still with a 4-0 lead, bottom 6 over the White Sox. By the way, also we'd have to do it against Hader, and Hader coming in the 9th is also scary for our hitters. There's going to be a ground ball. That is over to Rosario and tosses it across the diamond. 1 out here as Eli gets Cronenworth to ground out. And we will see Sanchez come up, who had that massive, as they're showing on the screen right now, that massive 3-run home run over the left field fence. Not a good pitch by Bibee. Just left a breaking ball right over the middle of the plate. And Sanchez isn't going to be that guy who hits that many home runs, but they're also professional hitters, and you just can't leave that up there. You just can't do it. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button for me. Sanchez is going to pop this one up to shallow center. Rosario calls off Freeman. I'm not sure. I'd rather maybe have Freeman take that, but he does make the catch. And there's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Let's go. Rally cap might be activated here in just a second. Carpenter is going to stand in, the number 7 hole hitter. He is, I believe, 0 for on the day. 0 for 3. Eli not wasting any time, throws that one and is very high at 92 out of the zone. 191 on the season for Carpenter, 4 home runs, 26 RBIs. Morgan sets and delivers, and that is up high again at 94. Throwing some heat, Eli, tonight. It's not in the zone, though. So that's inside, 3-0. Come on, Eli. Don't fool around here. Just get the people out you need to get out, and just come on. Right? Just do what you do. There's one in down the pipe. 3-1. Let's go. So, 3-1 pitch. That is ball 4. Got a 2-out walk, Eli. Really going to stretch this 8th inning out. And you're going to bring up Kim, who again, I believe is 0 for 4 maybe? 0 for 3. Grounded out last time. 237 average. 5 home runs. 20 RBIs on the season. Again, I believe this is a KBO guy who hasn't really panned out. Eli Morgan sets and delivers, and that is upstairs 1-0. 5 of his last 6 pitches have been balls after getting 2 quick outs. Took 6 pitches to get 2 outs, and now it's been a batter plus with 7 pitches now, and it is 2-0. This guy can't find the strike zone all of a sudden. Come on, Eli, get the ball over the plate, buddy. There it is. Fouled out of play. 2-1. Good rip, though, by Kim. Just missed that one. Fouled straight back. Shading Kim a little to pull here. That's a little interesting. There's a massive gap in between first and second base. I wouldn't think Kim would be able to get ahead of this guy, and he isn't. He swings and misses at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball just up at the letters, and it's 2-2. All right, let's go, boys. Let's get out of this inning. Let's get the rally caps activated, and let's tie up this game in the top of the ninth. Come on, Morgan. Let's go, baby. One time. Come on. Swing and a pop. Fly ball. That is the first base. Josh Naylor's going to close his glove on it, and we go to the top of the ninth. Let's activate the rally caps, boys. Let's get it going. We have got to get something going. It worked on Friday. Let's go. Let's go. If you guys are coming in, welcome in. If you're just coming in for the first time, you missed a lot. We go top 9. This game looked like it was going to be a 3-hour game, and then all of a sudden, it's turned into like a 2-hour affair. The Guardians have been swinging at every first pitch. So we'll see how it plays out. Let's get our rally caps on. Let's see if we can't get a win here. I'll start ahead. Let's go ahead. Last time we had to use all 4 corners to get it going. But let's go. Smash that. If we get to 20 likes, I guarantee you we score 3 runs. It worked last time. So if you're coming in, smash that like button. Let's get to 20 likes. It worked on Friday. It took 4 times. It took 4 times to get the win. But we ended up getting a great win against the Houston Astros. So here we go. Top 9. Let's go, baby. Let's get it done. Carter, I know you're just joining, and that's great, man. Good to see you. Welcome in. Pissed off. Watched it simultaneously live while I was doing the live stream. In fact, I actually predicted it. It was 5-3 in the top of the ninth, or I'm sorry, the bottom of the 8th, and I think I said I could totally see the Minnesota Twins. I could totally see the Minnesota Twins coming back in the bottom of the 9th and winning that game. Then when there was the solo home run to lead off the 9th, I just sat there and just waited for the nonsense to happen. I mean, quite honestly, Williams is one of the best pitchers in the majors. I get it. He just had an off night, but it's so disappointing because it not only compounds, the fact that they could have had a loss, but now that we're going to possibly lose this game, it compounds us going from half a game out to the Minnesota Twins to 2.5 games. But here we go. Here we go, guys. If you are coming in, smash the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you don't subscribe. We do Guardians games, Browns games, betting videos each and every day. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Josh Hader, speaking of Brewers pitchers from back in the day, 1.42 ERA, 0-1 record. He has 3 blown saves, but 34 strikeouts in 23 innings. And you're going to have Arias here pinch hit. And that's a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. I got to be honest, I'm not sure the rally cap's going to work against Hader. It could be rough. It could be rough. 0-1 to Arias. That is swung on. God, he makes him look foolish. By the way, or Arias, or however you say it. Like, this guy sucks. This guy, Zunino, get him off the team. These 2 people do not need to be on our team right now. Thanks, Carter, man. Yeah, that was a great walk-off for you guys. I mean, it was really special. Correa, as Arias strikes out there. This guy's awful. 1, 2, 3, and that's the first out. Jesus. I mean, if I knew, I wouldn't have put the rally cap on if I knew this guy was going to pinch hit. I don't know who's worse at pinch hitting, Zunino or this guy. Whatever. But yeah, that was a good win for the Twins. It was. I think it's going to be a great summer of baseball, Carter. I think the Twins and the Guardians are going to go at it, and whoever comes out on top is going to the playoffs. First pitch by Hader there, finally taking for a ball. Miles Straw said, hey, you know what? You just look silly swinging at 3 straight pitches. I'm going to take one. He takes another, and it's outside. I take that. No, it was outside. It was 2-0. Yep, 2-0. All right, come on, Straw. Get on. If we could just get 2 on and maybe get a chance to get a deep home run, that'd be great. There's a strike on the outside at 95. All right, come on, boys. Just get on base. Just get 1 on base, and then we'll talk about getting a 2nd on base. I'd take anything. Straw's not going to be able to catch up. I could foreshadow this scene, the bottom of the lineup. It's 2-2. He swung through that one at 95. I mean, maybe Straw's best opportunity to get on base would be to lean in on one. The 2-2. Ooh, he fouled that one out of play. Right behind home plate. Not bad. Good cut there. Good cut there. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on. 2-2 pitch coming from Hader to Straw. God, he made him look silly. It's strike 3. Swing and a miss. God, how bad are you? Oh, I mean, it's not how bad Straw is, although he has not been good lately, but Hader is definitely a very good pitcher. Carter, I got to ask you a question and quickly here before we jump off, because this might be the last pitch of the game. Do you think somebody wins the division as David Fry swings over that one? Do you think somebody wins the AL East, or do you think somebody actually, or it's just who doesn't lose it? Because I think it might be just who doesn't lose it. 0-1 pitch coming to Fry. That is swung on. That is going to be a single into right field. And the Cleveland Guardians in the bottom of the 9th have life, ladies and gentlemen. We have life, and we're going to rally this one to the top of the order with Steven Kwan. Oh, get your popcorn ready, folks. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Absolutely. We got some life with Steven Kwan up. Steven Kwan, let's go, baby. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Runner on first is Fry. Kwan, 0-1 is the count to him. I'd just like to see one thing. One thing. A walk, a hit by pitch, a single. Just get on base and give Rosario one chance to tie this game up. Yeah, Carter. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. 1-1 pitch. Kwan fouls it out of play, and we're down to our last strike. Come on, Kwan. One time. You haven't done shit lately, man. Just get on base so we can have one opportunity to tie this game. Fans on their feet at Petco. Hader deals the 1-2. It's up high at 97. And we'll do it at 2-2 here. A little catcher indifference. Nobody cares about the runner. But it does take away, I guess, the shorter throw, as that is Fry going down to second base. 2-2 pitch. Swung on. It's a bloop job, but it's going to get out of play. Good job there by Steven Kwan fighting off. We'll do it again at 2-2. Top 9, 2 outs, 1 on. Padres lead 6-3. Difference of the game, a 3-run homer by Sanchez in the first. 2-2 pitch, and that is just fouled off. I thought he swung and missed, but Sanchez could not catch it in his glove. And we luck out, and we're going to have another 2-2 pitch. That'd be awesome, Carter. I'd take it. I just want to see us with a chance to hit a home run to tie the game. Kwani swings and misses, and that's the ball game. 97-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside of the plate, and quite honestly, Steven Kwan and nobody here in the 9th inning could catch up to it. And a final score from Petco Park, which at one point looked like it was going to go into the wee hours of the evening, has finished before midnight after a 9:40 start in this game. Oh, Guardians fans, not our night. I will be back tomorrow night at 9:35. First pitch, 9:40. Again, we're going to see Savale against Michael Wacha. Hopefully, we can bring our A game. We can do a little bit better job. I look forward to seeing you guys then. Hang out with us on Wednesday night. Thanks for everybody that smashed the like button. If you haven't, please do so on your way out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for all our live streams, all our MLB betting free videos, and everything to come in the future of 2023. Hey, have a good night, and, turn the lights off because the Guardians, they're done. See you later, guys.